Monday. I am the governor of college football. Yes, sir. The mayor of college football, a.k.a. Downtown Nino Brown. Yes, sir. To another marvelous episode of Overreaction Monday. I am the governor of college football, and with us today, we have some special constituents here today. We got the waviest to ever do it, my guy Moon, CFB Moon, as he like to go by in his show, World of College Football. Also with us tonight is a guy that pulls a lot of strings behind the scenes. I almost messed that up there. Kind of did mess that up. We got Mr. Dennis Noel. How you doing, man? How you gentlemen doing, man?
I'm good. It's been a minute, so I'm excited.
Exactly.
I'm sure you guys are both ready to go. We got some interesting topics today. You guys know we love the off season. Like this is always kind of been our time to shine, and my computer won't cooperate at the moment, so we just gonna do it how we do it, and it's all good. So eligibility is kind of came at the forefront of the sport right now, and we know the off season is always about the semantics of the sport, right? We all know that it's the things that we want fixed that we focus on during the season. I think you both agree that this is one of the top 5 college football seasons of recent memory. We all hold 2007 to the standard that we're measuring everything by. So the sport in the fall is just fine. It's just once you start looking at the semantics as it pertains to NIL, transfer portal, eligibility, and eligibility has been a recent one. So I'm going to name a player. You guys tell me whether or not they should be guaranteed another year of eligibility, and will they be guaranteed another year of eligibility? Let's start with Joey Aguilar, and let's start with DNow here.
Absolutely not. His whole argument is that JUCO years shouldn't count. I mean, quarterbacks for a millennia have been having years of JUCO count, so that's an invalid argument for me. So no.
Love it. Talk to me, Mo.
I'm leaning towards what DNow said. I'm leaning towards that way. If you get into the semantics of it and you unravel this box in this Pandora's box, then it's just going to create ripple effects that we can't come back from, and then the college football as we know it might not even be the same, because now you're talking about the COVID extensions, which really kind of started this whole process, and then you have JUCOs
by now.
Yeah, and the medical waiver side, we'll talk about that on the other one. But I just see lawsuits.
I mean, if you let Joey have his extra year, you're going to have college football full of linebackers from Montana guy who just got a 9th year granted today. Like, no one wants to see 27, 28-year-olds playing college football anymore. Like, do your time, move on.
So when it counts against this JUCO stop, that's what he's arguing essentially in court with the TRO. And the Knox County judge is in a real peculiar situation. And like KT said, like, it's interesting because this long-term and the ripple effects, massive, but February 13th is coming up sooner and sooner. So the clock is ticking. We got to make a decision. If he is approved, 25-year-old starter with the NIL evaluation of what, like $2 million plus?
Probably close to there, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know which one is going to lean towards, but given the courts, in every court is different, and I think that's another part that goes into it. Like a judge in Tennessee could rule differently than one in Texas can.
There you have it. There you have it. That's gonna be the issue right there.
Yeah. What do you say, Governor?
I say he will be granted another year. I'm surprised that in the state of Mississippi, that Trinidad Chambliss, who we'll talk about a little bit later, hasn't been granted the opportunity, because these states are deeply rooted in college football. And don't get me wrong, I think some of the southern states may take this the wrong way. I think they're more rooted in how could this benefit us, where a lot of northern states are like, yo, is this right or wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? So should he, in my opinion, be granted another year? No. He played outstanding this past year. It's not a deep quarterback class. Go prove your way and earn a spot on a roster. Even if you're a camp arm and you get invited as a UDFA as a camp arm, use that opportunity to try to get preseason snaps and earn your way on a roster. I think that should be the route for him. But will he? Yes. because Moon just said it. I don't think he'll lose in the state of Tennessee. And when it comes down to right or wrong, he's already been given a temporary restraining order. And we've seen in the past when those kind of get handed, where, Trinidad Chambliss wasn't afforded one, neither was Parker Navarro afforded one. But Joey Aguilar was. I believe he will be playing in Tennessee next year, which probably isn't fair for George McIntyre, but I think he will be in Knoxville next year.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
And we saw that both the states of Virginia, which is the state I live in now, even though you guys know I claim D.C., Maryland, and Tennessee were able to win a case versus the NCAA a couple of years ago over the Jeremy Pruitt and then the eligibility of JMU a few seasons ago. So in the South, things are a little bit different. So talk to me about Trinidad Chambliss. I want to start with you this time, Mo.
I think he should.
Okay.
The medical evidence that they've been presenting, I feel like is going to hold up. How much in the state of Mississippi court on February 12th remains to be seen. But it was severe tonsillitis, respiratory issues that caused him to be limited into 2 games. So in his situation, he's seeking the 6-year because, of that medical red shirt for 2022 when he was in D2 at Fair State. Not the same semantics as Joey Aguilar with the JUCO, but he did have that medical red shirt in D2, so a lower level. And so the NCAA, denied his waiver on January the 9th. The decision, the 12th. But when I start weighing it, a lot of it is out of his control. But if he had to choose, $5 million plus NIL evaluation, or do we have a mid-round NFL draft pick? What do we see? So I think the bigger incentive is to stay in college if he can. There are comparable medical waivers or injury cases that have succeeded. But if you talk about if a quarterback deserves to play, oh, for sure. But should he? That remains to be seen. I'll lean towards yes in this case.
Love it. DNow, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I agree with Moon. He's one that I do think should be able to get the extra year. He shouldn't be punished for Fair State dropping the ball medical record wise. Because correct me if I'm wrong, in the statement it said Fair State couldn't prove or couldn't find his medical records that showed how long he was out. If that's the case, then yeah, he should absolutely be granted the extra year because the school, like I said, the school dropped the ball there, and he shouldn't be punished for their mishap. So he is the one that I think should be granted the extra year. But again, if he's not granted, I think this is a good draft class for him to come out because he could easily fight for anywhere between QB 2 to 4 in this. 2 if he has a great combine pro day, I don't think is a stretch.
I agree with you both 100%. Like, at what point are we violating HIPAA compliances with all of the shared medical information that they've been adding to this case? To me, it should be open and shut. But when anything is open and shut at the collegiate level, that's where things kind of always get messy. We saw the Tez Walker situation now in UNC a few seasons ago. They always kind of find a way to bobble these things and mess it up. And Jalen and I had a conversation the other day, and we're going to kind of get and segue into that soon after we talk about this last gentleman here. Why do they pick and choose the battles that they want to fight? Like this eligibility thing, Charlie Baker has been, standing on business. Cool. I'm cool with you standing on business.
Once.
Right, finally for once. If you're going to stand on business, continue to stand on business. But have that with everything. Have it with tampering and poaching. Have it with some of these contractual obligations that these players are working. Have it with finding a way to get a CBA so that, these players are treated as employees and not student athletes like we've been treating them for years. Because, when we sign a contract, when we work, we follow those contractual obligations or we're fired. And if we breach them, that's a whole nother court situation. Let's get into this last guy. We're going to start with you, DNow. Let's talk about Parker Navarro. Huge fan of him. Mm-hmm. We all are huge fans of Parker Navarro. But I got a feeling which way this thing is going to swing. Let's talk to DNow first.
Yeah, like you said, huge fan. if he was granted this extra year, I think he could have been snagged by a lot of top P4 schools just from his experience. But 7 years is too much in college. It's time to move on. Like you said with Joey, test your arm, see if you can't get a camp invite or a day 3 draft pick. But it's time to go to the next level.
Agreed 100%.
You outstayed your welcome, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk to me, Mo. I love it. I'm with it.
He is a former UCF Space Knight, even for a short period of time. But Ohio, from 2022 to 2025, I mean, a dog. 5,000 passing yards, 60 touchdowns in his career. But you take away the on-field performance, the NCAA rejected both of his filings earlier. The 7th year via waiver and the reconsideration. So I'm looking at that like they don't want Parker to play.
Yeah, no, they said you're old now. Move on.
Yeah.
Right.
No Van Wilder for you.
What a great pull. No Van Wilder for you. And it goes back to, what I was saying a little bit earlier. He's in a northern state. Ohio, DNow lives in the great city of Ohio. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's right or wrong. And they're looking at him like, you've played, your time is now. So let's further this discussion. I think the one thing we've always done here at CFB Nation, we'll approach problems, but we'll also try to find the solutions with these problems. So further in this discussion, what rules should be instituted as it pertains to eligibility? We have the 3 years removed from high school in order to be NFL eligible, and I love that rule for safety reasons. But how old is too old? Because on the flip side, we're looking at some of these players. Cam McCormick was in school almost through 4 presidencies, bro. 4 different tenures. This kid was almost in school, bro. Like, when you think about it from that perspective, he started in 2016 in Obama to Trump, and I think he got out when Trump was elected the second time. Like, this is ridiculous how long that kid has been in school. But how old is too old? And then what rules should be formulated? So, like, we know Dabo's put out there, hey, you get 5 seasons. I don't care if it was a medical red shirt. I don't care, you weren't good enough to play. 5 seasons, 5 seasons. Moon, I'm going to start with you. Talk to me about what should be the rule for eligibility.
The 3 years post high school, I think it's smart. Brain development for the kids, physical maturity, development in the program. Even with the transfer portal, you still have development that is necessary. Maybe a fixed post high school clock. So you could start with like a strict 6-year eligibility window. So if you make a hard cap at 25. So let's say you start or turn 25 after the season starts, then like that's the cutoff window for it. So that way we can just have some type of hard cap, because we don't have it right now in college football, college basketball, even really through NCAA sports. So that's one of my things. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, because this is really, I don't think it's a one size fits all solution.
I'm with you.
It's going to take multiple things that work together in order for it to work. But I think that can be a component, because Indiana's roster was grown men facing
it was
Malachi Tony and these freshmen.
It was.
This was where we start getting unfair. Now, of course, we can have some exceptions, like if you have military service, like Navy, for example, or if you have extreme medical cases. Like, I don't think tonsillitis is an extreme medical case.
For sure.
But I think all of it needs to be done by an outside panel that takes care of it, that can rule over this, so we can see where we stand from an independent party. I think that would be a nice solution.
I'm
with you. DNow.
So, all right. So there's a few wrinkles in this that I want to get your guys' opinions on. As for the 3 years, I lean towards liking that. Like you said, they're fully developed. They're ready to go for the next level. But how would you feel if we kind of introduce something along the lines of professional baseball, where they get one shot right after high school, and that would be for the elite studs, guys like Ryan Williams or Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out of Jeremiah Smith that were fully grown men at 17, 18 years old. They could offer a chance to go pro right there had they done well at the combine or whatever they want to do. But if not, then it's 3 years before they can go pro. So that would be maybe the only tweak I would add there. And as for too old, I think I'm right with Moon. I mean, the average age for a college graduate now is 24 to 25 years old. So I think there has to be that hard stop at that age, like Moon said. But then again, there are certain institutes and academies that are at an extreme disadvantage if you look at that. Like your service academies, they don't believe in red shirts there. So it's 22 years old and you're out no matter what. So how do we level that playing field? Like, could you imagine if Blake Horvath had an extra year next year?
That would be scary.
Like anybody from all these other schools could have. So I think there has to be some sort of way that the academies, when they do get that diamond in the rough like Horvath or their running back that they have now, they have a chance to develop along the same lines as the other athletes across the country.
In college basketball, I mean, sometimes you get a little sprinkle of a European player that comes overseas, and now he's a freshman that's 23 years old, and now he's ruling the Big 12. So, I feel like that could help with that.
That's a whole nother can of worms that me and KT were talking about before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basketball gets a little tricky. I never looked at this from the academy's perspective, but you're right. They, unless you started school late because your birthday is after, what is it, like September 1st or something like that. Caden falls in that category because his birthday is in November. So he goes to school with the kids that were born a year later than he was born. So I guess those would be but if your birthday is before, like, let's say August 1st is a cutoff because the season always starts at the end of August, then what is that age requirement and how are we being fair with the military academies? Because like DNow said, like, you're 22 when you graduate. And sometimes, depending on when your birthday is, you're 21, when you graduate. So that is really interesting.
If you look at it like basketball, let's say, what about all these guys that go to the prep schools right after high school?
Right.
For that extra year. So then they're coming into college 19, 20 years old. Are they still going to get those 5 years? Or are you going to cut it back and be like, hey, you got to be out by 23 or sort of thing? So I think no matter what it is, it needs to be some rule across all of college sports, not just football.
That's interesting. I think it would almost have to be something like 5 years removed from high school. Just like we have the removed from high school tag for entering the NFL. Yeah. 5 years and I love the idea that you had, like, special cases like Adrian Peterson is one of those guys. I'm like, this kid's NFL ready. I say, you can see.
I mean, they're just wasting 3 years at college at that point.
Right. So, yeah, that's interesting. So, yeah, if we say 5 years removed from high school, in my opinion, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be more fair to the military academies because that's the part you don't think about. But then, of course, you got the kids that stay back a year or who reclassified to stay back a year. Because we always see the reclassifications in, like, the way Cooper Flagg did it. We went to college a year early. But there's also reclassification so they can stay in high school a year later.
Yeah, where the parents hold them back so that they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So, they're 20 by the time they step on campus as a true freshman. So, this thing is a disaster, but we need something. We don't need any more Cam McCormicks. That kid milked it. He played through a lot of different eras of college football.
Well, like I said, Montana's got that quarterback that was recruited in 2018, and he's still playing.
Get the hell out of here. Like, come on. Like, that case, there's and I get it. You guys remember the commercial they used to play, and they used to always play it during, like, March Madness. Like, how many kids are playing at the NCAA level, and then the small percentage of them go pro, and then they show them doing different jobs. Like, and I get it. Some of you trying to, like, we look at Diego Pavia. We make jokes about him all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, at the end of the day, he was trying to milk it as long as he could. And, why he was in Nashville. So, I don't know. But some of these cases are strange. And I'll say that. So, DNow
My
always
favorite part.
always finds these interesting college football posts, and in my opinion, they provoke thought. And my favorite pieces when I'm discussing college football is always like those editorial style pieces. What I'm going to do is, do I have this image saved? Can I save this to my computer? We're going to talk about the best quarterback from every Big Ten school since 2000. Of course, the 4 Pac-12 schools will be included in this because they're now in the Big 12. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys give me a second, DNow, you can lead us off with this segment. I'm going to find that image that you showed so I can crop it and then put it up so the people watching the show can see it.
Yeah. Well, I'll hold off until the image is on just so I can lead with that. But I mean, when I find these things, I immediately got to send there because I know, like, Moon, you, and Nino, of course. We saw Nino go off in our chat this afternoon about this post. So I just send it out there just to pick your guys' brains. And it's at the same time, a lot of these guys, it's like, oh, I forgot he played there at this time.
Right.
So it's like a trip down memory lane.
So I'm gonna go over the list, and then we could just attack this however we want to attack this. No particular order. Kurt Kittner at Illinois was the first thing I saw, and I said, hell no. Indiana, Nate Sudafed. Iowa, Ricky Stanzi. Maryland, Talia Tagovailoa. That was hard to argue with. J.J. McCarthy at Michigan. Kirk Cousins at Michigan State. Minnesota, my dog, Adam Weber. Me and DNow was talking about Adam Weber in the green room before the show started. Nebraska, Eric Crouch. Northwestern, Clayton Thorson. Ohio State, Justin Fields. It's crazy what he looked like in college versus what he looked like in the pros right now. Oregon, Marcus Mariota. And that can be argued. People not going to want to argue it, but it can be argued.
I got some names.
Yeah, Pitt State, Drew Aller. We don't like that one. Purdue, Drew Brees. Rutgers, Mike Teal. Brett Hundley, UCLA. Matt Leinart, USC. Washington, Michael Penix Jr. I don't like it. Wisconsin, Russell Wilson. No offense to Russell Wilson. He played there for like a semester, bro. Like, he left NC State. What was the tall kid that played with the Buccaneers? Mike something.
Oh, Glennon.
Yep, Glennon. NC State.
Good
Glennon. Yes.
Good pull, my dude.
Yes.
That's what I'm good for. That's all I'm good for.
Yeah, dude, DNow will toss some names I haven't heard in a while, and I'm like, and it really gets my brain going. I'm like, he gets it. So talk to me, DNow. You can start wherever you want to start on the board, and you can open up the discussion. I got a feeling we're gonna spend some time with this.
All right. So immediately, I'm just gonna go down the list.
Okay.
Kurt Kittner. My initial thought was who? Kurt Kittner,
Mike Jones.
That name is not ringing any bell. But you think like stud Illinois quarterbacks, you got the recent Luke Altmaier.
Yes.
I don't think he's hyped up enough as he should be, but
agreed.
Probably one of the best quarterbacks to go through Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And then second, you got the original Juice Williams.
Oh, yes.
I think is arguably the best quarterback to go through Illinois since 2000. So those were my first two names. What do you guys think about that?
Juice is loose. That would be up there for me.
Yeah,
but
that's nostalgic.
Kittner ain't no slouch, bro.
I must be drawing a blank because, like, when did he play?
I looked at
early
the stat
2000s.
lines. Yeah, I looked at the stat line. And if Jalen was watching the show and I did not mention Nathan Shieldhouse, he would punch me.
Oh yes, Nathan.
Yeah,
Shieldhouse.
so I gotta mention Nathan Shieldhouse. But for me, Juice Williams and Luke Altmaier is a conversation. Nathan Shieldhouse deserves it. But when I think about nostalgia and Illinois quarterback, Juice Williams, when he got there,
I mean, he had him as a top 5 team when he was there.
Yeah, he did. They did. And the upsets that they had during his tenure there in Champaign, I'm with you 100%. And your other one was
Altmaier.
Altmaier, look, bro,
Altmaier,
I know it's
yes.
recency bias, but what he did 2025 kind of cemented him up there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even in 2024, where they had every reason to lose when they was in Lincoln, and that's when I was like, okay, I didn't know this kid could scramble. Like, he just kept picking up first down. So I'm with you, Mo.
It's the fact that people are gonna knock Luke Altmaier because he don't got the hardware, like the Big Ten.
A lot of these quarterbacks don't.
Yeah. So now you start, it's kind of like personal preference, but I would choose between Luke, Juice, just from my personal favorites.
Maybe throw out another name there, early 2000s. John Butcher. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah. And then what was the other team you mentioned? That was another one. Or did you just start at Illinois, DNow?
I just started at Illinois. I just
right.
figured we go straight
Yeah,
down.
we
All
can,
right,
we can rip through that.
Let's play. I want to play kind of Monopoly with DNow. DNow, where's your next? Where you rolling your dice and going next, brother?
All right, I'm going to go home then. I'm going to go
Let's
to
get
Iowa.
it. Let's get it. Let's talk about
So
it. Let's talk
if we're
about
looking at this, I love Ricky Stanzi, but he would arguably be the 5th best quarterback to play at Iowa since 2000.
You
I'm
going
going to work
Banks?
my way up. I'm going to work my way up from 5 to 1. So Stanzi's at 1 or at 5. I'm sorry. You got Nate Stanley at 4. A lot of people don't like him because of the crap he talked about Kirk as soon as he graduated, but he was the last quarterback to throw for 250 plus in a game for Iowa.
Wow.
Then you got Drew Tate. I'll throw Drew Tate at 3.
My dog, big game, Drew Tate.
Yep, big game, Drew Tate. I remember past the Holloway in the Outback Bowl to beat LSU.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of cemented his legacy there.
100%.
2, you're gonna go with CJ Beathard. I think we talked about it before the show. KT,
Respect.
extremely underrated. Has had a lengthy career as a backup in the NFL just because
Which is difficult to do.
It is, but high IQ for the position. And then, like you said, Moon, Brad Banks is arguably the best quarterback to ever come through Iowa. Was robbed of the Heisman in 2002 by Carson Palmer, and was ahead of his time as a mobile quarterback. So he's the best quarterback to play at Iowa.
Him going 11-2 that year trumps everything else on the board for the other quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, the only people who can compete record-wise would be Stanzi when they had that great run in 2009 and ended up beating the Yellow Jackets in the Orange Bowl. So
CJ Beathard, though, 40 plus touchdowns, 40 touchdowns.
He's cold.
5.5K.
I'm a huge CJ fan,
Yeah.
but you know, take for them because one of my favorite college football seasons. I talk about 2007 a lot, but I was locked in for 2005 just because the high school I went to had the #1 recruit in the nation. But that Drew Tate, I'm a huge Drew Tate guy. But Brad Banks, me and DNow have talked about. I was a huge Brad Banks fan, and then a running back I always forget his
Fred
name.
Russell.
Back in '98.
Oh, in '98.
Tavian Banks.
Yep.
I was a huge fan
With
of
his
his.
blonde hair.
Yeah. Huge fan
That was
of
my
his as
childhood.
well.
Him and Tim Dwight.
That under DNow's bracket, under his headline says Hawks Nest. So if he said it's facts. So I with it 100%. We second it. So we go ahead. We rolling that next, DNow.
Hey, please roll to Indiana so I can grill this real quick. Please,
we'll get there. I'm going to go to my current home right now, Ohio State.
Okay.
I think
I'm
Justin
interested to see
Fields
where you go.
is not the best quarterback. I would probably put him third, maybe.
Whoa.
Third best quarterback.
Where you going?
I think arguably the best quarterback to play at Ohio State since 2000 is Terrell Pryor.
You said who?
Terrell
Pryor.
Damn. Yes. I mean, Terrell Pryor was cold.
That guy was just an athlete that could throw the ball 60 plus yards. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but he was also a top 25 recruit in basketball. Like the guy was just a stud. He had offers to all the big schools. Chose Ohio State to play quarterback. So he would be my number 1, I think, solely athletic wise. And my number 2 would be JT Barrett. He was there for a long time, but he
won a lot of games.
And he holds a lot of records there at Ohio State and in the Big Ten. So those would be my top 2, and then Justin Fields.
Fields. What do you have? Troy Smith, Braxton Miller.
Yeah, I think
Troy Smith
kind of
is number 1 for me.
Same category.
Yeah. Wow. That Ohio State, I think, is the one where it's kind of like the taster's choice.
Yeah.
Because it could go a lot of places. So you got Troy Smith number 1.
I got Troy Smith number 1. My personal favorite was Braxton Miller.
Yeah,
the
Braxton
one that had the most impact on me was Braxton Miller. The one that kind of made me fall in love with his game the most was CJ Stroud, because he was just a surgeon.
I didn't even think of Stroud, honestly. I drew a blank there.
85 touchdowns, 8,000 yards, dog.
Only thing that's gonna be held against him is he struggled against Michigan and unable to win a national championship there at Columbus.
Troy Smith a Heisman though, like
was it NCAA 10 that Terrell Pryor was just like a cheat code on? Like, I played that game so much I had a seizure. Fun fact. But,
you remember the Braxton Miller spin move on
yes,
the shot line?
Of course I do. Do you remember the experiment that they had with him, like his last 2 seasons, where he was just putting them everywhere?
Everywhere.
Oh yeah, because he messed up his shoulder and couldn't throw it anymore.
Yeah, Braxton Miller was a great pull. All right, DNow, go ahead, roll the dice again. That Ohio State one was a great conversation.
We'll go to Moon's pick, Indiana. I know it was only one season, but Antoine Randall will be the greatest quarterback to ever play at Indiana.
What a great pull.
Followed by Mendoza.
I can't debate you. I can't debate that, but
yeah.
I mean, outside of those, can you name me, besides Sudfeld and Rote that played the last couple of years, can you name me any quarterback that had an impact besides Mendoza and Randall L.
Penix
in the last 26 years?
Not the impact. Not the impact. We saw flashes with Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, but I mean, they were still a bottom dweller with him, like with Mendoza and Randall L. Even.
But the impact, though, he was a Heisman finalist.
Penix?
At Indiana?
He wasn't with Indiana. He's with the school that he's listed here.
Yeah.
I mean, now, but that made him. I kind of look at it in the same way as like.
I mean, all I remember Penix in Indiana is torn ACL, torn ACL.
Yeah, injuries. Yeah. I'm with you there.
And that touchdown against Penn State, that wasn't a touchdown.
How do you feel about Nate Sudfeld?
Sudfeld, like the numbers.
Not to talk crap, but it's like, nothing wowed me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me it would be more recency bias, or as Antoine Randall. Where we going at next, DNow?
All right, let's stay in the same state of Indiana. Let's go to Purdue.
Brees, right?
I mean, Brees. It's hard to argue, but at the same time, not a lot of people are going to remember him at Purdue because it was 1 year in the 2000s, and a lot of people are going to be riding that NFL career. But I mean, it's hard to argue that he's one of the best. But I'm going to throw out another name. What if I threw out the name Kyle Orton?
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I felt the same way saying it, Moon. I felt the same way. But I mean, he
was a problem.
Drew Brees walked so Kyle Orton could run.
Yeah.
He picked up Purdue after Brees left, and he kept him there while he was the quarterback. Purdue was a problem in the early 2000s with Kyle Orton.
They were.
It was after that they kind of fell off. So just because he was in more of the 2000s, I'm going to go Kyle Orton is the best quarterback with Purdue. What do you think, man?
Sneaky is Aiden O'Connell, bro.
Yeah, see, I thought about that too, but then the numbers and like program success, I think, is what kind of
curbed
me
it.
Away. Yep.
And you can't if you're gonna talk about pathway, then there's no better pathway than being an NFL GOAT.
I mean, Drew Brees comes up and it's like, how do you argue that?
Yeah. That's tough.
The funny thing is, people don't remember when like we weren't sure if he was gonna make it in the NFL after the Chargers, situation
with that shoulder injury and all that. Yep. All right, let's go. Let's stir up some drama here.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go to Washington.
I ain't gonna lie. My fault. Curtis Painter deserves to be in the discussion as well. I couldn't remember his stats. He did have one like crazy interception season with 19.
I already got my guy.
Curtis Painter, correct me if I'm wrong. He also played at Northern Illinois. Like, is that he did? So when I hear
let me fact check.
Painter, that's where my brain is going. Not Purdue.
NIU.
Yeah,
I believe he started off 4 years at Purdue.
Did he?
Yeah.
Now I must be thinking of a different quarterback, but I don't know why. Like, I hear Curtis Painter and I think Northern Illinois.
Yeah. I remember him around the same time. What was the next school? My apologies.
Washington. So
this was a good one.
I got my guy, bro.
Is not the best quarterback to ever play at Washington. I think for me, it comes down to Jake Locker, or Browning. I think those are the two. Locker, he had a short NFL career, but
do you remember the hype?
Yes.
when he was there in Seattle.
That's my
He's
dog.
a big, beefy, mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Like a white guy running over some linebackers, beefy. And then Browning.
Browning's cold.
The
was
only
nice.
quarterback that led him to, other than Penix, to the playoffs. And
Browning's
his numbers are
stats.
just better. Yeah, his numbers are leaps and bounds better than Penix's. So those would be my top two for Washington history.
Yeah, I think you have them in the correct order. I would go Locker, Browning, and then maybe Penix is in the discussion.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I love those two. How you feeling about this one, Mo?
I can't debate it. I probably flip it Browning Locker, but my guy was Locker. Like I love Locker.
Oh yeah, I love.
He's talking about reaction, bro. I play with that man so much
Yep.
in that game. It's ridiculous,
Bro, yeah, he was vicious on the video game too. Like he had crazy hype. Who's next?
All right, let's go Michigan. So JJ is not anywhere near the top. I think we can agree on that, right? Maybe. Yeah.
JJ McCarthy.
I don't think
I
it's
wonder who you got
debatable.
at the top. I wonder who you got at the top. I like anything is possible, but who do you have at the top?
that's where I was going. Chad Henne, number one for Michigan,
Yeah.
followed by Denard.
Yep.
Those would be
Yep.
my top two,
Yep.
and then
Shoelace.
Gardner three.
Shoelace. Yep.
Yep, those would be my top three.
I can't debate,
This,
I mean, I
this
could
man,
even throw in John Navarro maybe over JJ McCarthy.
but nah,
hey,
like,
DNow's killing this game, bro.
but hey, look, but you can't knock the fact that JJ McCarthy got hardware.
He does.
But that's all
His
he did for
record is
that.
cold.
What was he doing? Illustrate it again, DNow. Hold on, let me put you on the full screen so you can illustrate it. Go illustrate it again.
Hey, but look,
Consider the greatest quarterback at your school if that's all you're doing.
nah, but look, Chad Henne was 0-4 against Michigan. I mean, against
Ohio State. Yeah, he was. He
But that's
was.
also when Ohio
But
State was
remember
winning
the team
20
that
in a
they
row.
had back then,
Yeah.
though. Ted Ginn, Antonio Holmes, Troy Smith.
He wasn't winning.
He wasn't
yeah.
with it, bro.
I
He
mean,
had
that-
Mike Hart, Mario Manningham, and
Yeah. So those would be arguably my top four over JJ McCarthy.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I completely forgot about Shoelace, even though like he's on the cover of
I throw
NCAA
Tate
14.
Forcier's 6 games at Michigan over JJ
Whoa,
McCarthy.
what a pull, bro. Did he just say Tate Forcier, bro? What a pull, bro.
Bro, are you trolling right now?
No,
What
that's,
a
a lot of people don't remember. Tate
A lot of
Forcier
people don't
started over Denard Robinson.
He sure
And
did.
Tate was a problem.
He
on the
sure
field,
did start over
But he was an
Shoelace.
even bigger problem off the field. That's the only reason
Oh,
people
yeah.
don't
Oh,
remember Tate
yeah.
Forcier.
Hey, yo, Tate Forcier.
I remember
what a
I
pull.
watched him when Michigan was like 1 or 2 in the country, and Iowa was like a top 10. College Game Day was there in Iowa City, and Tate lit up on the ground Iowa. Like somehow I think it was like a 12-10 sort of game, but I remember Tate was a problem in his 6 games before Denard took over.
That man has a championship.
Where we going at next on the board, man?
All right, let's go Penn State here.
Oh man.
I know we talked a little bit about this. Drew Allard, no. I'd take Christian Hackenberg's freshman season over Drew Allard's career.
Oh, you talking spicy.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Like they had
Hackenberg's freshman year
Hackenberg
was-
as the next big thing after his freshman
He
season.
was getting so much hype.
And then you know what happened? James Franklin came and ruined his career.
Yep.
Said, buddy, go learn Chinese.
But I think my top 2 would be KT put me on my number 1 because I totally forgot about him. Trace McSorley, I think, is the best quarterback at Penn State since 2000.
Yep.
And then Michael Robinson would probably be my number 2.
What a
And
nostalgic name.
you could put a little asterisk next to that because he only played 1 year at quarterback and the other 3 at other positions. But I think he was so electric when he was playing there because, again, he was small, but he was big, and he would run you over because he's a running back that could throw the ball 60 yards. And then, what was it, his sophomore year, he lined up in the slot for almost the entire season for Penn State. But, yeah, those would be my top 2, way over Drew Allard.
Talk to me, Moon. I agree.
So you got me going back in the vault right now with Christian Hackenberg with that poll. I got flashbacks. I'm going
Such a great point.
McSorley because McSorley, the first thing I think about Rose Bowl, like every time. To me, he made me love Penn State just because of him. Now I know they can argue with Clifford and everything, but I like McSorley. I would take McSorley.
I'm about to say Sean Clifford had too many accuracy issues for me, man.
Yeah, for sure. Not as clutch. McSorley, clutch.
He got his own song, bro. Like,
And his stats, I feel like his stats hold up. You know, that 16 season?
Yeah.
Really 2016 through 2018. Like when I think Penn State, I think Trace McSorley. That's like the first thing that pops into mind.
Yeah.
Can we get spicier, DNow?
Yeah, where you want to go? I'll go where you want to go.
USC Trojans
USC?
fight on.
Uh-oh.
All
I think this will make it ugly.
There's a lot of guys you got to choose from.
There are a lot of guys. That's the problem.
It's gonna be like, what's your
Sanchez,
flavor?
You got
at Baskin
David
Robbins?
Booty, who was better than advertised. Carson Palmer.
Yeah. Oh, it's not going to be Carson Palmer solely because he stole Brad Banks.
Yeah, Brad Banks, right.
Matt Leinart is not the best quarterback. I'll put that out there. I think he was a product of the weapons he had around him, which made him look 10 times better than he actually was.
Dwayne Jarrett, was it?
Yeah. Dwayne Jarrett, Mike Williams too, even then. I'm going to go Matt Barkley is the best quarterback to play at USC since 2000. I'm going to follow that up with Sam Darnold, obviously. Then I'm going to go with Sanchez because I think Sanchez was actually really good in college. I think
he was.
Rex Ryan ruined him at the next level.
Yeah.
Man, I could go down the list. You could go Booty, like you said. You could go Cody Kessler was also there, who had a solid career.
Lit it up.
And then I would probably go Matt Leinart. So, I mean, he's probably a top 6 or 7.
And then where do you have Caleb at as well? So
I even forgot about Caleb.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have to be a top 3 there. Just
Heisman.
the years he had, the Heisman, and then the runner-up to
Matt
Heisman.
Barkley was so cold there, though. That was hard.
Matt Barkley threw for like 12,000 yards almost and over 100 touchdowns. I think that would be the only thing that gets him the nod. He
was there the entire time.
Yeah, he kept USC up to where USC was by where Leinart left it. I think he had huge shoes to fill, and he kind of ran with them. So I think that also helps to him being the best quarterback at USC.
Moon, where are you going here? I'm interested to see.
Caleb Carson Barkley.
Caleb Carson Barkley.
Yeah. Caleb Carson Barkley. Dang, I feel bad because I'm leaving Matt out. It's hard to debate. It's hard to debate two natties, bro.
Everyone thinks he is.
But yes, it's hard to debate two natties
because of Lendell White, Reggie Bush, Wayne
we
Garrett.
know. It's hard to debate that.
Like, he was almost a product of JJ McCarthy. Like,
that's
all he had to do for that season.
If we don't give praise for Matt being in a situation where he maximizes talent, then people will punish Caleb Williams for getting tested by Tulane. So it works in.
I mean, he's not my greatest.
I tried to say it in a nice way.
Bodied by Utah a few times.
I mean, slapped around, crying in the stands. Like, look, I understand. Caleb was my favorite, but
yeah, my personal favorite too.
It's personal. Baskin Robbins. What's your flavor?
Yeah,
but I'll probably lean towards Caleb Carson and Matt Barkley.
I think I would have John David Booty up there because there was nothing he did that was amazing, but they just won a lot of games with him. Like there was nothing that stood out about his game. They just stockpile wins with him. But yeah, Matt Barkley was a great pull. I actually forgot about him. Where are we going next? There's a couple places that I think some
All right,
arguments.
Moon, where do you want to go next?
UCLA. We right there. We might as well stay.
I have a feeling I know where he's going. I don't
This
disagree
is tough,
with this
bro. Because you
But I
got
do
to
like
take out
DTR too.
NFL. Take out NFL.
Yeah.
But then Rosen was a problem, and then he
Yeah.
started all 4 years.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
3
Got
years,
roughed up
rather.
early, but
Yeah.
I think my top three would have to be Rosen number one.
Mhm.
I do like Huntley, so I would probably keep him number two, and then DTR as number three.
Yeah.
And
see, I
that's
would have
recency
DTR
bias.
too.
Yeah. I knew you was. I knew you
I
was
don't,
high
I don't
on
have a
DTR.
problem with that either.
Mhm.
Brent Huntley just played a lot hurt, so that kind
He
of
did.
Exactly.
He did.
helped him in my eyes. I mean, shit, you could throw Matt Moore up there too.
You could.
I mean, a lot UCLA was getting beat at the time he was there because of USC, but I mean, he did it enough to go to the next level.
Mhm.
So, and
You
have a
know,
pretty
Brett
decent-
Hundley reminds me a lot of Byron Brown.
I can
Like
see it.
before he came.
Yeah,
I can
I can
definitely
see
say
that.
it. Same
But I think
number.
if you talk about personal
similar play
preference,
style.
though, yeah,
Mhm.
personal preference. If you are somebody that likes just accuracy, you like those Peyton Manning, strategic, dice you up type dudes, then your flavor is Josh Rosen because you just did that.
He was
You're
so
right.
good in college. I actually thought he was the best quarterback in that class because of what he accomplished in college at UCLA with Jim Moore Jr. as his head coach. I was so high on. There's a few quarterbacks just swung and completely missed on, but you could not have told me that Josh Rosen, when I had a long career as a
Like-
starting quarterback in the NFL.
if Sam Darnold can be successful in the quarterback sphere in the NFL, Josh Rosen would have been successful had he been able to bounce around and learn under some of these coaches like Darnold did. It's just
Right.
he was a product. Oh, he plays for the Cardinals. He sucks. Get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So-
the offensive line deterioration just
Yeah.
affected and eroded his confidence.
They didn't even give him a chance. They took Kyler
No.
Murray the very next year,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that hasn't panned out great either. Where we going next?
Moon, pick a poison. I'll let you pick.
Okay. What about Northwestern?
All right. I think this is a 2-horse race.
I'm a Kafka guy.
Okay, 3-horse race then. 'Cause I didn't have that. I had Clayton Thorson.
Yes.
I had Kane Coulter,
Yes.
and I'll throw in Kafka.
Yes.
I mean, you could even throw in Trevor Simeon too.
Yeah.
So those would be the only 4 that, if anyone
Not-
wanted to say,
Yeah.
those would be the only 4 that I think.
Simeon was crazy though.
Simeon
He
Simeon is up there, bro. Like,
But so my only knock with Simeon is he had to split his entire career with Kane Coulter because they did
Yeah.
that 2 quarterback system sort of thing.
Yeah,
That
I
would
hate
be the
that
only
so
knock
much.
against
Yeah.
both of those.
But he had more upset wins though.
He did. When they had to pass, they brought in Simeon. Man. So I think
it's
if I
it's
had to-
difficult to go against Clayton Thorson too. In all fairness,
It is. It
Yeah.
is. I think if I had to pick, I would have Thorson still as the best quarterback at Northwestern,
Mhm.
with then Simeon, Kafka, Coulter
yeah,
would be my top 4.
I like that list.
I shake your hand. I'll probably take the same thing.
Hey, he's been cooking, bro. Like,
Thorson
History is my bag. So
Thorson was so
I would like to
adorable,
do
bro.
one of these for every, you know what I'm saying? Well, all of
Every
the
team?
four conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be
I'd be
dope.
down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to Wisconsin. How do you feel about that? Luke? You good?
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna cause controversy because you already
Russell
know the
Wilson
elephant
can't
in
be
the
in it.
room.
Russell
But
Wilson
why,
cannot
though?
be- He spent 3 months in
That's
Madison.
That's it. He probably
That's
didn't
it.
even go to school the second semester, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was already a graduate by the time he got there.
And I think there's only one answer for who's the greatest Wisconsin quarterback since 2000. And it's
Graham?
Scott Tolzien.
Yeah.
I think that's the only person that you can
Yep.
say.
Yep.
I can't debate that.
Yeah.
I cannot debate that. But
He's cooking.
Russell, for that one season, I think Wisconsin, Russell, Rose Bowl. That's what pops up in my memory.
So also, now that we're on the topic of Russell Wilson, is he kind of the scapegoat for all these extra years? Because correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he kind of the first person who bent the rules for the extra year, like the college?
He was. He was.
Well,
So,
up
he
there,
was.
one of the originals.
Yeah, he was, and he didn't get a redshirt year.
Yeah,
he was able to play immediately. So you're right. He was one of the ones that bent the rules.
And baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Wisconsin the only answer. Scott Tolzien. I mean, 21-5, had over 70% completion.
That's crazy.
So I mean,
back then, 70 was high. Yeah. And
so
they had great running backs.
I think that's the only answer for Wisconsin.
Shake my hand again, dog.
All right, let's go to Rutgers.
I knew he was gonna do it.
That hot mess of a program.
I knew he was gonna do it.
Rutgers.
Yeah. What we going, 8th then?
Honestly, I want to put him up there. I really do. I wouldn't have an argument if you told me he was in your top 3 all time.
It would be like him, Nova. Love me some Nova. But Teal?
So I'm going to Gary Nova's my number 1 for Rutgers. For the same reason you're thinking Nova, Moon, I had Nova as my top quarterback.
I think automatically to the Quick Lane Bowl.
Yes. He was kind of the like, hey, we need a dog to carry us across the finish line his entire career. Be like, there was always guys who were in front of him that had beat him out, but they fell short, and they knew we could always count on Gary Nova up into his senior year when he was the guy his senior year. Hometown guy sort of carried him across the finish line, that bowl game, like you said. So Gary Nova's my number 1. Mike Teal would be my number 2. Again, nothing wowed me, but he was consistent for Rutgers when he was there.
Yeah.
And then I would have to say probably Athen would be my number 3.
No, that's the only right answer.
I think he could be a sneaky late day 2 pick just because he's got that prototypical size. So he would be maybe even that Sikowski could make an argument for a hot second, but I don't know.
I mean, Ethan McManus.
Yeah.
What a name. But this season, I'm gonna have to go deep dive into Rutgers film. Just because I feel like because the Big Ten was so loaded this year, Rutgers kind of flew under the radar. And he got lost in the sauce. So maybe his season was better than we probably give him credit for because he made them receivers. I mean, Ian Strong and Ethan's connection was like ridiculous.
It was.
Yeah.
But that Rutgers is a good one, but there is no Gary Nova. Shake my hand again.
He's like Wisconsin. Like,
yeah,
the only correct answer as the best quarterback.
And he got the stats to back it up too.
Yeah. All right, let's go Oregon.
This one's gonna get dicey. And this one, and Marcus Mariota was magic in Eugene, but you're right. There's a lot of names you could
throw out a lot of names. So, all right, I'm gonna start with some names. Kellen Clemens.
Yes. Tough.
Joey Harrington also played.
Joey Harrington was so cold. Cover
original
of NCAA 03, maybe.
02 or 03. That was the first college football game I ever had.
Yes.
With Joey Harrington's. Dennis Dixon.
Dennis Dixon was cold. Come on.
I mean, you got Marcus. You got Herbert. I mean,
Herbo.
You could throw out. Let's see. Looking at my list here. Any other sort of names?
What was the kid name? He was right after Dennis Dixon, before.
Jeremiah Masoli.
Say it again.
Jeremiah Masoli.
He came from Eastern Washington. He transferred down from.
But before him, war number 8. It was Ray. Before Ray. I can't.
You talking about right before Mariota?
Yeah, he doesn't have the stats none of these guys have. He was decent though.
That's gonna bug me now.
QB. Yeah, I'm about to search it now.
Who would be your top 3? Because
Marcus.
I said Masoli, didn't you?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Moon said
Yeah,
Minnesota.
yeah.
I think Marcus, because he's got the hardware and he led the resurgence of Oregon football.
He did.
I think Joey Harrington would have to be number 2, just because he kind of started Oregon football early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Number 3 is the toss-up. I was a huge Dennis Dixon fan. I think he was way before his time. But at the same time, I like Herbert.
Yeah.
So it'd kind of be a 3A, 3B for me.
Jay Herbo would be high on a lot of people's list. And what Bo Nix done, I know he was only there for 2 seasons, but what
That's
he
true.
did
I
in 2
didn't even think
seasons
of Bo
at
Nix.
Eugene was marvelous. I think there's 3 guys that if you said Joey Harrington first, okay. If you said Marcus Mariota first, okay. I think Bo Nix even has an argument. That school is the toughest one in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because they've had so many big names and they've
have.
all been successful. Like, there was no drop-off.
No.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
would say Marcus Mariota's Heisman seals it.
I think that's what did it for me, too.
And then also like the nostalgia of the drip. Like Oregon pulled out some of the most insane jersey
Mariotas.
combinations during that Marcus Mariota era that like still stick with me. Like those chrome helmets in the Rose Bowl. Oh my goodness. Like like amazing. I'll probably go Mariota, Dennis Dixon, Herbo. And I would ruffle feathers, but those are just my
I'm
guys.
going Joey Harrington, Marcus Mariota, and then maybe Bo Nix. Like Joey Harrington would be first because to me he was the genesis of elite quarterback play that we seen in Eugene. So Joey Harrington would be first for me.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. KT's favorite here, Minnesota.
Ooh.
So, Adam Weber, we talked about it. Him and Decker.
Yeah, that connection was crazy.
But I'm going to throw out some more names for you here. Tanner Morgan.
Yes.
The tallest midget ever.
He just won there. Philip Nelson also. There was one more name that I'm forgetting. Crap. I'm drawing a blank. But I think those anyways would be my top 3. I mean, Weber does have that special place nostalgia-wise for me.
Yeah. And that would be the only reason I had him at 1, which is pure nostalgia. I watched maybe 8 of their games, the ones that I missed. That was also the year that Greg Paulus wanted to come back and play football, if I'm not mistaken, at Syracuse. So I would watch their games as well. But yeah, that Weber to Decker connection was insane.
So I think I would have to go Tanner Morgan, Adam Weber, Philip Nelson would be my top 3 for Minnesota.
I think that is the correct order. I'm going to go Weber first, pure nostalgia. Because some of these picks will be pure nostalgia. Like Brad Banks is elite folklore up there, one of my favorite quarterbacks to ever play college football. But I was such a fan of Drew Tate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, Weber is purely nostalgia for me.
All right. Moon, what are you thinking?
Tallest midget. To me,
me,
it's a 2-man race for that one. It was either Morgan or Weber. And I would probably lean Weber more. But when I think of Morgan, I think Outback Bowl.
Yeah.
Ooh, he made me happy in 2019. Where we going next?
Let's go to Nebraska.
Oh,
So I love Eric Crouch. Start off, but I don't think he is the best quarterback to ever play at Nebraska. I'm going to go with Taylor Martinez, then Adrian Martinez, and then Tommy Armstrong would be my top 3.
I love it. I'm going Eric Crouch 1. I grew up as a Nebraska fan. Really love what we could do at the quarterback position as it pertains to running the rock. I go with Crouch as number 1. But Taylor Martinez was special as well. It's a tough one, but I will go with Crouch.
I mean, I love Crouch, I'll say it, but he was the product of this.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, but you can't fault him. That was the offense at the school, but
Yeah.
He was sick, bro. He was sick. Eric Crouch, number one. To me, it's undisputed. And then I would take the Martinez. Just you can just
Which
do.
one you like? Which one you like more?
Adrian. I think a little bit more spicy for me. And then I just like the volume, slinger. Like, just sling that thing. Tough.
Yeah,
Nebraska.
The thing with Eric Crouch is he might be 50th on the passing list. Bro couldn't pass it all, but he does have the Heisman, and Bro could run. He can run. I didn't think I'd see another running quarterback like Tommy Frazier in Nebraska. Eric Crouch was just as good, if not better.
Yes.
You know that, Tommy Frazier had the heart issue, and of course he's not on here because he played in the 90s. And Eric Crouch kind of played more in the 90s than the 2000s as well, if we're being fair.
Yeah. All right.
Because his Heisman came, 2002? 2001?
It was either 2000 or 2001.
Yeah, I think it's 2001,
Yeah.
So I think we only got 2 left. So we'll save Maryland for last. Let's go to Michigan State. So I think Kirko is one of the best ones to play at Michigan State.
Yeah.
But you could make arguments for guys like Drew Stanton, who played before him.
Yes.
Brian Hoyer also played there.
I'm a huge Drew Stanton fan.
Jeff Smoker, I remember him as a kid.
What the hell? This little DNow, like.
So, I mean, this is kind of like a pick your poison. What you kind of liked. Me, I'm going Brian Hoyer is the best quarterback to play at Michigan State, and then you could put the other 3, 2, 3, 4, however you feel. But I think Brian Hoyer. You could even throw in Connor Cook on there too. He was the last quarterback when they were good. So, but Brian Hoyer,
really good. Very, very, very underrated.
He was, yeah. But Brian Hoyer is the best quarterback in Michigan State, in my opinion.
I'm not debating you. Michigan State quarterbacks is similar to Purdue. It makes me think like we're only having this conversation seriously with about 3 guys.
Yeah.
My personal preference, I know Kirko gets a lot of hype, but I like Connor Cook a lot. Especially his story. I just like them a lot. I gravitated towards him. The last time they were good, 2015 CFP. I'll take him, but it wouldn't be by a wide margin.
He wouldn't wow you. Yeah, he wouldn't wow you, but he just did a lot of things the right way.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Michigan State was for most of the 2000s, though. It was their defense is what beat you, and they had game managers at quarterback. So, I mean, not to talk crap about anybody as a quarterback.
Now, if we said best running backs at Michigan State,
I mean, the guy who just won the MVP would probably have a lot of say there. So,
All
right,
Walker. I like Le'Veon Bell was crazy there too.
Le'Veon Bell,
I will go Kirk Cousins, and my dad can he can vouch for this. When they drafted RG3, of course, I watched RG3 probably 8 of his games the year he was at Baylor as well, the year he won the Heisman. But I always loved Big Ten football, so I watched a lot of Kirk Cousins. When they drafted him in the 4th round, I said, why did they do that? Like, Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, right? And I didn't know things would progress the way that they progressed. RG3 has this crazy year, gets injured, and then Kirk Cousins ended up being a guy in D.C., and Kirk Cousins is the guy for me for Michigan State, just from nostalgia. And the last team is Maryland. Who you guys got?
Talia.
So,
it's either Talia or Sean Hill for me.
That was the other name I was going to throw out. Those would be the only 2 that would have any sort of argument on this. I think volume-wise, though, you have to go with Tago. So I will say some names that I did like, though, while they played there. Pigram. I thought Pigram was gonna be legit. Kasem Hill, I thought was going to be legit, too.
Yes.
Just some guys that kind of fluttered out. What was another guy?
I would have loved to see what Tago could have done in the ACC when Maryland was in the ACC.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see what he was able to do there versus playing in the Big Ten. I was very impressed with him. The respect that he had. You guys know I went to a few spring games there, and I go to a bunch of regular season games there. He really impressed me. And, of course, Billy Edwards Jr., when he was there, he impressed me as well. But I love it. I would definitely go with Tago for sure.
Can I adjust the elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that's their quarterback right now has a chance to be the best quarterback
absolutely
in Maryland.
I thought he should have transferred, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Either him or his coach transfers.
Somebody.
One of the two. Somebody got to go.
We love Loxley. We love his scheme. I've seen his playbook before, just like I've seen a million people's playbook. But you got to go, brother.
Yep.
The consistency of Tago, though?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
he has 11,000 yards?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
Something ridiculous. So we got one more segment. We're going to try to run through this quickly. It's getting late. So we're going to talk about the top 5 quarterbacks in the Big 12. I want to start with you first, Moon. Give me your top 5 quarterbacks in the Big 12.
Are we going in order or just 5?
All right, yeah, let's do it in order. I wrote mine down in my notes, and as I was going through the teams and who the projected starters was going to be, I have an honorable mention of a guy that I think is going to kill where he's going to, but he's not in the top 5, just honorable mention. You want some time to think about it, Moon?
Yeah, I need time.
Okay.
Because
I'll take it. So my best is Sorsby. I think
yes.
him in Texas A&M, lights out. 2, I got Bachmeier. 3, I got Lagway. 4, I got Mestamaker. 5, I got Jaden Craig in TCU. He lit it up at Harvard.
He did.
I think he's going to light it up at TCU.
Wow. So we're going to have some healthy discussion.
With my honorable mention, since you threw it out, Cutter Boley at Arizona State.
Yes. Cutter Boley is going to light it up there. I got Sorsby at 1 with you. But here's where it gets really interesting. I got Noah Fafita. Been a huge Noah Fafita guy. He had a terrible 2024 season. Cleaned it up in 2025. He's my number 2 guy. Number 3, I got Devin Dampier.
I forgot about him, honestly.
I think he's real deal. He could have been higher on this list, but I love Noah Fafita. At 4, I got Drew Metzemaker. At 5, I got the guy that I think may be the only guy that second Saturday in December at ESPN for the Heisman. Connor Wegman is going to absolutely light it up in H-Town this year, especially with Mekhi Hughes being a running back there. He's going to light it up. I wanted to put him higher up on this list. My honorable mention, Michael Hawkins in WVU, running that Rich Rod system, is going to be must-see TV.
Geno Smith 2.0?
Yes. And probably closer to Pat White than Geno.
Yeah.
I don't think he got the touch that Geno has. But as far as electrifying running that rock with that system that Rich Rod runs, look out.
I can't believe I forgot Dampier. He would be higher on my list.
Yeah.
He would probably be number 3 for me.
Number 3 on your list.
Jaden Craig down.
Yeah. I like the Craig pull, though.
I know I'm taking time, but like, sheesh, this conference is freaking loaded, bro.
It's been loaded. I've been saying this.
Barnett at you.
Yes, I was talking to Moon about Alonzo Barnett.
Yeah.
Earlier. Yes.
I mean, I don't like the transfer, but he's an. Okay, I'm going to take that back. Malzahn's gone.
Yeah.
So that could change the offense a lot.
Yeah.
All right. The best Big 12 quarterback heading into 2026, in my opinion, is Noah Fafita. Veteran. 34
I love
plus
Fafita,
stars.
but stop it, bro.
He is.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
He is. He got that 4-star in the building now. That's gonna push him even more. Rios. We're gonna see the best Noah Fafita, in my opinion. All right. I would probably take Noah Fafita 1.
Fafita, though.
I just think that the amount.
You like him over Sorsby?
Yeah. You like him over oil money?
Yeah.
Sorsby's
I've never been that high on Sorsby because I feel like he is a product of.
There's a point I thought Sorsby was QB2 coming into the draft.
Yeah.
That's how good Sorsby was playing. And you're telling me you were never high on Sorsby?
His dual threat ability is what's amazing to me. And did he not save Scott Satterfield's job last year?
100%.
He did, because we had super questions heading on Cincinnati when we talked about that radio. We had so many questions.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I just, in my opinion, I kept getting Sorsby, Rocco, and Texas Tech.
Another one I forgot.
Texas Tech.
Bear Morton.
Bear Morton. All in that same bubble of confusion.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I like
I put y'all in y'all same category. Kansas, Jalen Daniels is not there no more.
Finally. It's like he was there for like 8 years.
Will Sunshine have a year this year?
Could be. I'm so tempted to put Jalen Raynor on my list, but I know that would just be premature.
If the receivers hadn't transferred, he would have been on my list because I think he's electric. But with
we've watched him a lot though.
Yeah, I ain't got to see him in person too.
Those people haven't seen him as much as we have. You know, I'll probably put Mestamaker up there in my top 5 just because
I was hesitant to put Mestamaker in my top 5.
I would put him there for because the entire staff is falling.
Yeah,
and a lot of the weapons are following him there.
I'm just interested to see how well it works in Stillwater.
They competitive day one, in my opinion.
Are they?
Even with 100 transfer portal players. Like, he still got Caleb Hawkins. He still got Wyatt Young.
Yep.
And he still got Miles Coleman. Yeah. So Jeff Mestamaker gonna be up there. Is JC French at Cincinnati?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
That's underrated.
And he's the projected starter as well. I looked at that before I made my list. I was like, who's the projected starter? I got to get caught up.
Him and Jalen Raynor are in the same bubble for me. Then you have the guys that are trying to prove something, which is the DJ Lagways, Cutter Bowleys, Juju. Then you have the ones that are already proven it, but you need to jump to the top of the leaderboard, like Connor Weigman, for example. Avery Johnson. Devin Dampier is in my top 5.
Of course. You were high on him last year.
Yeah. He was like...
Actually,
I just worry about... Sorry to cut you off. I just worry about the intensity maybe taking a dip now that Kyle Whittingham is gone. Would be... The more I think about it, would be the only knock that would stop me from him being top 3, maybe even top 2 for me.
They need to continue to be successful because they need the plan to take shape. See, the plan and what I've been thinking about, Michigan is just going to be Utah North because Whittingham is going to get here, turn things.
But with the quarterbacks coach this season.
Yeah. That was so bad that they did that quarterback coach last year.
He gonna come in, provide stability, and then they're gonna be looking for a job offer. By that time, Scaly already gonna be playing in work at Utah, so they're gonna be like, "Who should we call, coach?"
Out of all the quarterbacks we seen that Big 12 last year, and mind you, I talked to Brendan Sorsby. The confidence that rang from him, we should have expected to see a crazy season. But when I tell you the way Devin Dampier was walking around the building. Like he owned it. Like what Boom always say, Moon, act like you've been there before. The way he walked around the building was that, I will say this for Lagway. Now, the language of the offense you're going to run in the SEC is very different from the language you're going to run with Jake Spavital. If you can't understand, I could teach the air raid to a quarterback in probably about 15 minutes. That's all I would need because a 92 is the same in every formation. It's a mesh. A 93 is the same in every formation. It's the H wheel. A 94 is the same in every formation. A 95, it's the same in every formation. So once he understands the vernacular, learn how to get through his progressions, DJ Lagway will be successful. We just can't have the turnovers. And they got to play defense this year. That team was so bad on defense last year.
Yeah. Noah Fafita, Drew Mestamaker. Give me Devin Dampier. I'm going to take Bear. The 5th one, Sorsby. But I know everybody is higher on Sorsby. I get it. But I just like those other quarterbacks better, in my opinion.
Isn't this list preferential though? Like I don't
Yeah.
have Bear Beckmeyer on my top 5. You guys have him on your top 5. I'm
I
not.
had to put him up there because he put BTA on my team in the Pop-Tarts Bowl,
I
bro.
like BYU. I got to see more with him. I got to see what that next step of progression is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, DNow was doing the motion earlier of, you know what I'm saying. I got to see you do a little bit more, and he'll have more range this year.
Yeah.
and I trust the coaching staff there, and I
I mean,
trust the coach
I'm
there.
still standing 2 feet down.
Yeah.
BYU will win a natty within the next 5 years.
Yes, you did say that. And
Well, now 4 years.
he's welcome. Is it this class or next class that they have the #1 quarterback in the nation?
This class.
Is this?
Scary hours.
I ain't say look over your shoulder.
I don't know if he's going on his mission though. That would be the only thing.
He is going on this mission.
I think
for
so.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he'll be here next year. Oh, he's
And then we got our
lucky,
guy
boy.
Ryan Swanson should be coming back from his mission after this year too.
Dang, that's
for a
right.
big tight end. Yep.
We interviewed him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, look, Kalani Sitake did the right thing, turning down
Oh,
all that other
1,000%.
money. Just stay.
It's hard to
like-
get that culture there.
He's going to be the guy that it's like they're going to bury at 50
Yeah.
yard line because he's going to be there for as long as he wants to be there. Because
Eating Pop-Tarts.
holding a couple natties. By the time it's done, I think he holds a couple natties.
Imagine in this era of college football where there is so much nuance, being at a place that is about honor, it's about dignity, it's about respecting your body, and first and foremost honoring the Lord, our Savior, right? And the culture's already set in place. It's set in place when they go to school. It's set in place when they go to pray. It's set in place before they even go onto the football field. So you as a coach, you keep that culture on the football field, and that's why that take was probably deemed as crazy by a lot of people. But I understand what DNow was thinking about. They have the ability to win a natty. Yeah, it's hard.
They're the only people that can rival Tech's oil money, NLI,
Yes.
NIL
Absolutely.
money-wise. Sorry.
They can.
Because Provo, there's some deep pockets there, and people will be willing to pay to not be embarrassed.
Right. And that goes back for years. I mean, how the heck did they have Steve Young at quarterback in the 80s, bro? Like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
like, let's be real.
And
man.
Jim McMahon went there too.
Yes, Jim McMahon.
The rich
with
get
the
richer.
headband went there.
Yep.
Yes, so I'm interested to see. So Bachmeyer will be heading into his 3rd year when the kid
Sophomore?
gets back from his mission.
Sophomore.
No, he's a sophomore this year, but when the kid gets back from his mission,
Oh, yeah.
he better be
Yeah.
ready, boy. What's that kid's name? He's impressive.
Ryder Lions.
Yeah.
Hey, you put me on the writer, bro. And I watched it.
Nino put me on to Ryder.
Really?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was you as well, DNow.
No, it was all Nino.
Yeah, I don't pay attention a lot to high school. Moon
Because it
knows
was
my
the battle
theory on that.
between Lions and Beavers for the Oregon, and as soon as Beavers went there, then Lions flipped to
Yeah.
BYU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they arrive on campus and I see how they doing after their winter workouts and their first spring camp, that's when I start paying attention to them.
Yeah.
Like when Jeremiah Smith lost his stripe, I said, "Oh, he's legit. Let's follow him now."
Yeah.
Fun episode. We went almost an hour and a half tonight. Anything you guys want to say before we get up out of here?
No, I mean I'm down to do every conference, like you said. I think that was a fun time. So
Yeah, we did the ACC last week. Before we leave, can I put you guys on a hot spot? Give me your ACC top 5 quarterbacks.
For 2026?
Yeah, me and Nino did ours a week ago. I'm going to try to find that doc and pull my.
Oh, okay. Jaren Kiawe Sagapatele.
JKS was number 2 on I think both of our lists.
He probably be Kevin Jennings is up there.
I'll give you my list so
Mensah.
you guys can think. I got Darian Mensah at 1. I had CJ Bailey at 2. I think this kid does more with less. Simply put, I just got JKS at 3. I got Kevin Jennings at 4, and then I got Bo Perbula, who I think is going to do big things in Charlottesville this year at UVA.
Oh boy, that's tough. It's not tougher than the Big 12.
Yeah.
But
No, it's not. But I will say this. My honorable mention for them was watch out for young Mendoza at Georgia Tech, who I think is going to be next to him, the nation's leading rusher, Because what's Brett Key's mantra? Run the ball. They're going to
And he
run
got
the ball
away
a lot.
from that. And he got away from that a lot in 2020, 2025, 2024. But that is the philosophy. But
Yeah.
now they got more in the wheelhouse, and I'm happy that you said it because they don't be trying to listen to me.
Yeah.
They think, oh, Moon, you're too attached.
I think I got mine.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right, so I'm going Mensa, obviously 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go JKS 2.
2. Yep. That same Nino went so far.
I think I'm gonna go Walker Egan 3.
Ooh. I like
And
that
then
one.
I'm gonna go Lincoln Kindholtz 4.
I like that one a lot too.
And
This man is
then
cooking.
I'm going Mason Heinschel 5.
Dog.
Yeah. I almost put Grunkmeyer in my top 5, but I ain't.
I thought about him too, looking at
Yeah.
the projected starters.
Yeah. That's what I use as my baseline. I
Yeah.
project the starters, and then let's formulate this list. Who you got, Mo? I know you threw some names out there.
One for me would be JKS because I think he did more or less similar to what you said with Bailey.
Yeah.
Like he said Mensa. If I want a poor man's Mensa, then I'm gonna get JKS.
Yeah.
I'm straight. I'm cool.
That kid, and I think what Tosh Lupoi is going to do there, and how he's going to win Hawaii, win California, win Oregon,
Oh,
and
yeah.
get some of those.
He coulda
and he
stayed.
took some
He
of the
coulda
guys
left.
that didn't. Some of those guys that didn't get playing time last year.
A lot of the guys that are going to Oregon, they're going to get calls from Cal, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot closer recruiting wise than it used to be.
Yep. 100%.
Shout out Ron Rivera.
Mm-hmm.
Big pickup.
Shout out to Ron Rivera. He was huge in acquiring him as well.
JKS, Mensa. I don't have an order. JKS, Mensa, Jennings.
I almost didn't put Jennings in my list.
Why?
Only because we saw how well that they played in 2024. We know that it is an RPO centric system that Rhett Lashley run. There was no development, and they had receivers last year like Romello Brinson. Who was the other guy that they had on their roster? To me, there
Maryland
was
at tight end.
Yeah, RJ Maryland at tight end. To me, where was the development? We're still relying on, all right, first read, pass, second read, run, third read, I take off. That's bull.
That's on Lashley.
Quarterback. That is 100%. You know, we're not afraid to call out coordinators here. 100% it is on Lashley.
And he the one calling the plays and was adamant about doing so.
Yep.
So if you want to do that, I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire and tell me why Kevin Jennings can't get past progression too.
Right. Why aren't we running some PA power O where he at least gets a flood concept type of progression on one side of the field, and then the fourth decision could be running the ball or checking it down. I just don't like the system.
Jennings is the same reason why I didn't put Avery Johnson in my top 5. Like he had such a good freshman year, and everyone had such high expectations for both of them, and they kind of laid an egg. So
yeah, I agree. The only time we saw Rhett Lashley open up the book last year was against Clemson when Cade Klubnik did not play, and Kevin Jennings were spectacular in that game. But then they lose like a 13-12 game to Wake Forest. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
hey, that was a fun one. I promise you it was a fun one. Hey, you mentioned Clemson, but Vecina is getting the starter, at least projected. But I like that for Clemson. It's not Cade. It's not Trevor. It's not any other variation of quarterback. But Vecina has got the reps. Like, Clemson needs stability as much as they possibly can. And
God, they do.
There's a lot of ACC programs that had a lot of transfer portal movement. Clemson had a lot for what they want. But they were aggressive though.
They were forced. he had to get active in the portal.
And then he could get active in the portal, which is then why he could get spicy and start calling out other people. I ain't gonna say no names, but he pounded the table and said, "This is the exact receipts, the day, the time of when you hit up my player in class." Like, but you could do that because you actually got active in the portal. If you didn't do anything, we'll be looking at you like, "Man, shut up, Dabo." Like, we ain't trying to hear that.
Listening to you. And
you ain't even do nothing.
Did you see what my favorite personality in all of college football said? The old bowl coach, Steve Spurrier, said to Dabo, he said, "There are no rules in this era of college football. Like, be quiet."
I mean, he's not wrong.
So great episode. I can't wait till we all do this again. As I always like to say, there are no more victories in a sport that survive in advance. That's why college football is the greatest regular season. Until next time, you all take care. We'll see you sometime. I know mock draft 2.0 is coming up soon. You all let me know. Take care. Yes, sir. Today I am the governor of college football. Yes, sir. The mayor of college football, a.k.a. Downtown Nino Brown. Yes, sir.